Our next speaker is going to speak to you for a bit about environmental justice. They are from No LNG. Please give a warm hand for David Elise.
Thank you, everyone. I kind of feel the need to say I love you too, though, because if I don't, it's kind of weird. So I love you too. My name is David Elise. I am the chair of the Environmental Justice and Equity Committee for the Sierra Club in Rhode Island. I'm also an environmental justice organizer for the Childhood-Led Action Project. And I'm here, I feel honored being here with all of you standing up against racial justice. I see a lot of environmentalists in the field, and I am here to say we can no longer separate protecting the environment and the fight for racial justice. Okay? I'm going to say that a little differently. We cannot separate environmental justice with social justice. Okay? Now, we all know, actually, let me say that another way. Climate change is climate justice. Can you hear me? Yeah. And for all of you that don't understand what that means, look at what's happening in Puerto Rico. Look at what's happening all around the world, where the devastation that this climate is causing, which is just getting worse, is going to disproportionately impact communities of color. Now, some of us have been doing this for a very long time, have known this. Look at asthma rates. Look at all the different environmental hazards that disproportionately impact Black and brown communities all over the country. We all know this. I've been doing this for 20 years. This is where you're like, oh my God, you look so young. 20 years, that's crazy. 20 years, and we're still here. Racism has always existed. This is not about Trump. But we are here to declare, at least I am, that we can save the trees, save the nature, yes, please, but don't forget the people in those communities, the frontline communities, that are being disproportionately impacted. Please. So what can you do? I have two campaigns that you can plug into. A lot of you see the No LNG signs. And working on that campaign, the Sierra Club is part of the No LNG Coalition with the Rhode Island Environmental Justice League and some other folks. National Grid wants to build a liquefied gas plant in South Providence, adjacent to a community that's already impacted disproportionately by health hazards. So if you're interested in getting involved, please go to nolngandpvd.org. You can see how you can sign up. And here's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. You have building, it's going to be fracked gas, by the way, for the environmentalists. But you're building a plant that's going to continue our dependency on fossil fuels, right? But you're also killing and poisoning Black and brown children in the adjacent community. So it's both environmental and racism. When you can poison one community and it's okay and not poisoning another, come on. That's when we get it. The second campaign I work on, which I'm going to plug, is I work for the Childhood Action Project. About 1,000 kids a year in Rhode Island are lead poisoned. And the majority of those children are Black and brown in poor communities in Pawtucket, Central Falls, Providence, Woonsocket. It's a problem that institutional racism has perpetuated and made worse. We need to reach out to landlords, our representatives, and make sure that the kids in our communities are being protected. You can look up the Childhood Action Project, see how you can get involved. We are working in Providence, in the refugee community and the immigrant communities, make sure that if we give someone a home, that it's safe. Because what good is it if we plant more trees in their neighborhood, but when they're home, they're being poisoned. So please, I beg of you again, look up all the organizations that are here, go to their tables, Donate to organizations run by communities of color that are doing great work. Put your money where your mouth is. And I love you. Thank you very much.